This video is neither challenging any person nor debating anyone. It is simply describing an expected huge disaster which is about to happen. Unhappily, those who are responsible to realize these upcoming calamities have their eyes totally diverted. The recession of 2008-2009 was caused by the lack of crude petroleum oil worldwide, while the explanations provided by the economic analysts are totally irrelevant. Most of the economic analysts are considering that we have overcome this past recession, while the truth is, we are heading into a tougher one. The housing bubble, defects in banking system and all the other causes are consequences that this planet is simply running out of crude petroleum oil. It is now either that this human race will step down from this gasoline car or severe, unprecedented calamities are waiting. No challenge against anyone, the facts are presented to you and the decision is totally yours. First, let us compare the historical charts of the Dow Jones Index and the price of crude petroleum oil. You will see that both charts dropped at the same period, March 2009. The price of crude petroleum can never be the dependent variable relying on the Dow Jones Index. The opposite is true. Dow Jones Index follows the price of crude petroleum. The price of crude oil kept on increasing the whole year of 2008, and most of the time the price was above $120, imposing a tough burden on all the different industries for quite a long period. The increase in price is a definite indication of the unavailability of crude oil. Now let us have an accurate look at what happened right after March 2009. The world consumption dropped too much. Also, Brazil increased its oil production, succeeded to cover its own consumption, and withdrew from the crude oil market as a consumer. These two factors reduced considerably the price of crude petroleum. Now, the shape of the curve of crude oil price is taking the same shape as the year 2008. What are the problems with crude petroleum? 1. Crude oil production is continuously decreasing. There are only 16 countries which are exporting crude oil to the whole world. These countries are 12 OPEC countries and 4 non-OPEC countries, namely Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, Kuwait, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Libya, Algeria, Venezuela, Nigeria, Congo, Ecuador, OPEC, Russia, Canada, Kazakhstan, and Norway, non-OPEC. All the countries which had their oil fields producing since 1980 are now suffering from continuous decrease in their production. Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Libya, Venezuela, Nigeria, Ecuador, Congo, and Norway have their production decreasing. The remaining countries have their production already reached its peak value. Russia, Kazakhstan, Canada, Iraq, Iran, Qatar, Kuwait, and Algeria. Two. It is estimated that there is 1 trillion barrels in crude oil reserves. However, it is not a problem of how much are the reserves. It is rather a problem, is there every day for the market a new 80 million barrels for the daily consumption or not? Once the needed daily 80 million barrels is not present, the price will start rising. Three. In the past, it was not in the interest of oil-producing countries and companies to speak about the dimensions of this upcoming disaster, but now the crisis is so imminent to the level it will engulf the whole human race. The outcome of this upcoming recession is totally unprecedented, and no human being is capable to exchange the present situation for such a dramatic recession. 4. To figure out the extent of this problem, our daily consumption is 80 million barrels per day, which is similar to a flowing river, which is completely consumed. If we are consuming the flow of a river for over 40 years and nothing is recycled, then where inside this planet can be the source of this river? Water which we are using daily is totally recycled without any loss, and it has huge reservoirs of oceans, and the poor crude oil is totally non-recycled, and it is present in rare underground reservoirs. Five. This human race is now addicting to crude oil only. Everyone rejected the electric car despite of its savings and low cost. Is this a defective creation which is availing only crude petroleum oil as a source of liquid fuels? No, simply no one is looking to produce ethanol from coal and natural gas, as coal and natural gas react forming ethylene gas. Unless we will step down right now from this gasoline car, or here are the normal consequences. 1. A severe recession due to the excessive crude oil prices, as exactly what happened in 2008-2009. 2. Loss of jobs. People will not be able to secure their food, and daily meals will be only available at the army of each country. 3. When the armies of the whole world are holding more than 100 times what they really need, then a world war will start, as identically what happened before the Second World War. 4. The upcoming Third World War is a nuclear one. After this war there will be no governments, no national guards, no police, no security of any kind, and a state of total chaos will rule the whole world. The trillion US dollars spent by the President, Mr. Barack Obama, has nothing to do with a temporary recovery we are surviving now. This is a huge statement, because Mr. the President did not take this decision on his own. Neither had he forced the lenders to avail this money, nor had he forced the Congress to support the decision. The market recovered because crude oil consumption receded and production increased. Please double-check the content of this video. There is a dramatic fact which we need to consider seriously. There is not enough crude oil to cover our daily consumption. This world has to reduce crude oil consumption, or this is the end of existence of the present equilibrium between today nations. Also, it is the end for all the progress that the whole mankind could ever achieve. The consequences are drastic. Unless we limit our consumption from crude oil. It is no secret now among the traders of crude petroleum futures that the price of crude oil will increase dramatically during 2011. It is far more preferable for oil-producing countries and companies to clarify to the public these facts. and to support the reduction in crude oil consumption. In order to secure their existence,